Welcome to another adventure with Getting Lost. As we saw in our previous adventure, we are actually along the Sungei Ulu Pandan. And what we're going to do now is we're going to continue our journey following the river. But before that, what we're going to do most presently now is to get out of the sun. So as you can see on the left side of the river, there was no shade. On the right side, they actually built this covered walkway. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to cross over to the other side of the river, and from there continue our adventure down the river. So join me and see where I end up. Welcome back. So now we are in the comfortable shade along the Sungei Ulu Pandan, and we're going to continue walking down that direction. And as you can see, we are starting to come across more condominiums, which is starting to appear further down the river, and across us is still an empty piece of land. I'm sure sooner or later this piece of land will be developed into most likely more condominiums. But at the moment, it does provide a very nice greenery, a very nice different backdrop to our walk here along this river. So one thing, like I said earlier about this river here, be careful if you are walking along this river during heavy thunderstorms, because this river can actually fill up very fast. So if it's raining heavily, try to avoid coming to this area. But if you are at this timing now, it's nice and sunny, it's a perfect time to come for a walk. And as you keep walking, you can see on my right side now, you can see more condominiums. And unfortunately, they only built the shelter part of the way. We have walked past the shelter and we are back in the sun. And further up, there's actually still renovation being done on this side of the river. So up front here is actually a bridge which I will cross back to the other side, and so that I can continue my walk along the river. As you can see, the river is here now, goes under my feet and continues heading down that direction. So we are now still along the Sungei Ulu Pandan, or the Ulu Pandan Park Connector. Like I mentioned earlier, Ulu Pandan, the name comes from a Malay word, Ulu meaning upstream, and then Pandan, which is actually a fragrant type of plant which are used to grow abundantly along this river. And Pandan is also one of the flavor ingredients used in making Nonya Kaya. Yes, Kaya, which is something like coconut jam. So just let's keep walking along here, and in the distance you can actually see there's another bridge, or we're actually coming to a main road which is right in front there. So as you actually reach closer to the bridge, you'll notice on your left here is actually a small little park, which is slightly after the secondary forest that we walked past earlier. And in the distance, you can actually see workers actually cleaning up the river, helping to clear up the river. So these are the people who actually, or the army of foreign workers that actually help to keep Singapore clean. Like they clean the rivers, the roads, the trash. So there's actually an army of people, of foreign workers that are hired to actually help to keep Singapore clean, because a lot of these jobs, a lot of local Singaporeans do not want to do these jobs. So that's why they hire foreign workers to do it. But it's because of their hard work that Singapore is as clean as it is now. So as you can see also that there's actually another canal coming in from here, underground coming from here, joining the river here, and this direction here is where we came by or came from earlier. And the river now goes underground again and appears across the other river. So this busy street that we are beside now is actually Clementi Road. The road to my right now is actually the Ulu Pandan Road. And so they meet up on this bridge here. And we have to cross the bridge to continue our journey along the river. So here is where we're going to cross the bridge now at this traffic light. And after we cross the road, we'll actually be in Clementi. And here we are now. We are at the bridge. We have walked past the traffic light, and the water comes, the river comes from underground, under the bridge, out through here. And as you can see, this part of the river here has been actually renovated quite nicely, and it's quite beautiful to walk along. So I'm going to turn in here. Actually, if you actually walk straight up ahead there, you can actually find one place here that actually sells halal Hainanese chicken rice. The name of the place is called Evertop Hainanese Boneless Chicken Rice, and it's actually along block 354 Clementi Avenue 2. Yeah, so if you want to know more about that, I will actually leave a link in the description down below, and also a link at the end of the video. But as you can see now, we're actually across on this platform here, and this is the bridge on my right. So the water from under the bridge flows out and continues down that direction. And if you look in the water closely, there's actually lots and lots of fishes in here. And like I said, flows down that direction. So this place here is actually still part of the Ulu Pandan Park Connector. And we're going to continue walking down in that direction. On my right is all the blocks of Clementi, HDB blocks. We are now going to walk along the Clementi side of the Ulu Pandan Park Connector. Oh look, a squirrel! Our first encounter with a resident of this park. Wow, it just ran all the way to the other side there. That's not something you can see. Normally, when a squirrel meets maybe a human, they immediately jump onto the tree and climb up. This one didn't, which I found very interesting. And this portion of the park connector does seem much more natural. They seem to have gotten rid of the concrete bottom and made the river more natural. Oh look, another squirrel. We are meeting lots of squirrels today, aren't we? And this one is climbing up the tree, as you can see, which is their normal behavior when you will encounter humans. And this one is definitely going up all the way to the top. And one thing nice about this place is the birds. Look at that. You can get much closer to the birds. The birds are less afraid of humans, and you can actually walk closer to them before they fly off, which is amazing. So we're going to walk along this river here, which is still the Ulu Pandan river, or the Sungei Ulu Pandan. And we're coming across, or coming to, this pedestrian bridge, which actually connects over that side of the river there, Sunset Avenue, to this side of the river, which is Clementi. So that bridge helps pedestrians cross over from one side to the other side, so they don't have to swim in the river or take the long route by going to the main road. Anyway, I guess we should actually end our video here at this moment, so that we can continue again in our next video. But before that, look, more birds. Keep getting distracted by birds. Like I said, this place is a good place to look at birds. So, as per usual, you know what to do. Please help me by liking my video, sharing my video, and also subscribing to my channel. And lastly, but the most important thing, the thing that you have to do is to join me. Oh, look, another bird. This one looks like a nice egret, but it has a nice little yellowish, quite gold color to it. Isn't it very interesting? Oh, sorry. Anyway, join me for my next adventure, as we will find out, or we get closer to this bird, which will happen in our next video. See you there. Bye bye.